after the separation, of course it was not so bad then, but we stayed here for 14 years. Now this is a one single room apartment with one small kitchen in the front. Inside that house, if you stand, right now, if I'm wearing heels and I stand, I cannot even stand properly. I'll be touching the roof. So we'll bend down when we're inside. We were sharing toilets with over 15 other rooms that had at least 3 people living inside of them. See, we hated the house, we hated the environment, we hated our landlords, even our neighbors. But we could not do pim. We stayed there for 14 years. This next slide. Now this one looks beautiful. This is a clearer look to the house. This was the front of my house. There were some of my friends that we went to school together from junior secondary up until senior secondary. They never knew my house. Never. Maybe you cannot. And Gideon, can we go to which house? I will bring it for you tomorrow. Don't worry. Never. I was ashamed. I knew how bad it was. Right? Now, next slide. Left secondary school. And please, next slide. This was the day I left school. I was so excited. I even got somebody to take me a cute picture of myself, and that was just it. Please, next slide. Alright, and I started working as a sales girl at the house help. Now she called me and said, okay, I like you. I said, yes, ma, I know. She said, getting house help in Abuja is so difficult. The girl that is working for me, they just called her back to the village and now I need somebody to fill in for her. Can you just come to the house early before you go to the shop? You just clean 1 or 2 things, wash small plates, and you go to the shop. I said, yes, mommy, no problem. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you, man, no problem. And the next day, 6 a.m., I resumed my second job as an house help. Now, this is what happened. When I started working as a house help, 600. At the end of the month, you are spending 18 lesson, 0 naira. 0, not even 500, 0 naira was added to the salary. Wow. But I worked that way for a year. Now, I close very late from the house. We'll clean and clean, 9:30 I'll leave them. Before I get home, it's already after 10. My mom was very worried. So one day she called and she's like, Madam Bukio, I don't like the way this girl is coming late. I don't like it. And this is what she told my mom. She said, Mama Dominion, you don't know. I like your daughter like my own. She said, how much is the school fees that we will not be able to support her? In fact, I don't even want her to go to a federal university. She should start looking for, good university. Coming out to university. Dominion, you like that one, man? I'm like, yeah. She said, go and look for the school fees. My mother was happy. In fact, it was as if the prayer point she has been praying for years and finally the answer. Destiny helper is at the door. So we continued that way. Now, it was a few months to jam. I had to stop working because when I get home, I'm already wasted. Before you know it, the next day has come. Continue the cycle like that every single day. On Sunday, you go to church, come back, wash clothes, no time to do anything. So I went up to my madam and I explained to her that I had to stop working so I could read a little bit before jam. Jam was like less than a month, 6 weeks. About 6 weeks, yes. So I told her I wanted to stop for 2 weeks. Then when I read and I take jam, I'll now continue. She said it cannot happen. I said, okay. So
love letter.
She said, okay, you cannot stop working. If you stop working now, who will do this one? Who will do that one? Who will do this one? So I said, fine, no problem. Since I cannot stop a little bit, I'll just leave the job completely. She said, you want to stop? I said, yes, ma'am. You are going to stop? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, fine, no problem. Since you've made up your mind to stop, go and come back on Monday. We'll balance up. I'll pay you your last salary. That was a Saturday. Now, the shop I work in is not a small shop, and we're 3 in the shop. Every Friday, Saturday, 2 people come from the bank. They will count every single thing inside the shop and make sure the stock is balanced before anybody leaves. Saturday. Every single thing has to be balanced. That Saturday was the last day of the month. They've done the same thing, balanced the whole stock for the month, paid off salary for every other person. My salary is when I get to the house. Madam will give me salary in cash and I'll go home. But she said, go and come back on Monday. Let's balance stock so I can pay you salary. I could not even argue. I said, okay, man, no problem. Now, when I came back to the shop on Monday, it was a Monday morning, went into the shop and she was seated there. I greeted her. Good morning, ma. I'm Ladi, are you here? Yes, ma. She said, okay, come. I came. She said, I've counted everything in my shop. This one is missing. That one is missing. This one is missing. And you have to pay me the money now before you go. As she was saying it in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's a joke. You now say, I'm just joking.